Welcome to the module on predictions of engineering properties of different materials. Today we are covering a prediction of CBR using the DCPT test results based on IRC37 equation and then the ASTM and Klein's equation, which is being subsequently developed in 1975. What is dynamic cone penetration test? DCPT, commonly known as dynamic cone penetration test, is used to measure the strength of in situ soils and thickness and location of subsurface soils. It is similar to the cone penetration test or CPT test in that a metal cone is advanced into the ground to continuously characterize soil behaviors. The resulting downward movement is then measured. The dynamic cone penetrometer test is one of the many forms of in situ soil characteristic tests that are designed to assess the soil density. But in today's module, we will not be detailing about the method of test, how the test is being conducted, or what are the instruments being utilized to do the dynamic cone penetration test. Rather, the output of the dynamic cone penetration test, which is basically the number of blows to penetrate a soil through 100 millimeters, is being captured in Excel sheet. So this is the Excel sheet where we have captured the data from the DCPT test, that is depth of penetration and number of blows to penetrate the soil through 100 millimeters depth. Now, based on these data and using the IRC37 equation or ASTM D6951 equation, we try to predict the CBR of the soil, because DCPT doesn't give you directly the CBR values, but it will help you to calculate the CBR of the soil depending on the N value which is being obtained through DCPT test. And in this particular calculation, it has been seen that there is a difference between the values being calculated using IRC37 or ASTM D6951 and the Klein's prediction model. But these differences are up to a value where the N value is 11.1 or the number of blows are up to 9. That means when the CBR is 19.7. So at that point where the CBR is 19.7, the CBR calculated by using IRC37 or ASTM or Klein are all at same level. All the equations are matching for that particular result. Also, in this Excel sheet, we will show you how to calculate the bearing capacity based on the CBR of the soil. In this particular Excel sheet, we have data from the DCPT test. The DCPT test will give you the results of depth of penetration versus the number of blows. Now in this particular case, we have taken depth of penetration as 100 millimeters or 10 centimeters, which is generally the case in the field also. Now we are trying to calculate or we are trying to capture the number of blows to penetrate the needle through 100 millimeters. So depending upon the type of the soil and the strata, the number of blows will change. So what we have done is we have fixed the depth, like for each 10 centimeters what is the number of blows the needle will take to penetrate through 100 millimeters. Now we have started from a range of say one number of blows to up to say 40 millimeters, 40 number of blows. So with this we are trying to calculate like for each number of blows what is the N value for the needle to penetrate through 100 millimeters. Now when the number of blows is 1, the N value is 100, because 100 by 1 is 100. When the N number of blows is 2, the N value is 50, because 100 divided by 2 is 50 millimeters per blow. These N values are calculated because these N values will be utilized to calculate the CBR, which is being given in the equations as per IRC 37 2012 version or ASTM D6951 where or the equation being developed by the Klein's in the year 1975. Now what is being done is for a range of number of blows, the N value is calculated, and then the corresponding to that n value, the log of n is being calculated, because log of n is required in order to calculate the CBR using the equation IRC 37, which is nothing but log of CBR base 10 is equal to 2.465 minus 1.12 log of n base 10. And the equation given by ASTM D6951 is CBR is equal to 292 divided by n to the power 1.12, and the equation being developed by Klein in the year 1975 was log of CBR base 10 is equal to 2.62 minus 1.27 times log of n base 10. Now in the two equations which is being developed by IRC 37 and the Klein, you need to calculate log n value. So first what we have done is we have calculated the log n by using the formula in the Excel, that is equal to sign log of 10 bracketed the n values which is there in the column D. So you will get for each n value, which is in terms unit is millimeters per blow, you have the corresponding log n values. These log n value is being substituted in the equation 2.465 minus 1.12 into log n to get the value of log CBR base 10. Now you know that the log of CBR base 10 is 0.225, so CBR is equal to anti-log of 0.225, which is equal to 1.7. That means for n value of 100, the CBR calculated using the IRC using the equation given in IRC 37 2012 is works out to be 1.7. and if the same n value, if you use it in ASTM D6951 equation, that is CBR is equal to 292 divided by n to the power 1.12, the CBR calculated is again 1.7. but when we are checking the equation being developed by Klein in the year 1975, the n values substituted, the log n values especially in this equation are substituted in log of CBR base 10 is equal to 2.62 minus 1.27 log n base 10, and the CBR is calculated to be 1.2. So this shows that there is a slight variation as far as the CBR value is concerned being calculated by all the three equations. But if you see but as you go further, like for n values 100 to n value 10, for corresponding to n value 10, the CBR calculated using the IRC equation is 22.1, using the ASTM equation is 22.2, and using the Klein's equation is 22.4. That means at n is equal to 10, the CBR calculated from all the three equations are approximately equal. But for my predictions, what I did is I will be using the equations being developed by IRC 37 or ASTM D6951, because they are equal, they are approximately equal and matching each other from the first value until the value of n is equal to 2.5. that means number of blows are 40 for the depth of penetration 100, the n value is 2.5, and corresponding to that n value the CBR is 104.5 and 104.6 by ASTM. But if you see the Klein's equation, the CBR value is much more higher, that is approximately 130.2. So that is the reason why I have chosen to utilize the equations being developed by IRC 372012 or ASTM D6951. Now once you are able to calculate the CBR value using the DCPT equations, we can calculate the ultimate bearing capacity by multiplying it with 70. That means CBR multiplied by 70 will give you the ultimate bearing capacity. So for a CBR of 1.7, which is there in the equation, your ultimate bearing capacity will be 117.52 kPa, or in terms of MPa, if you see it is divided by 1000, that is 0.117, or when you round it off to 2 digits, it is 0.12, and allowable bearing capacity will be calculated by dividing the ultimate bearing capacity with 2.5. So 117.52 divided by 2.5 will give you 47.01 kPa for allowable bearing capacity, and allowable bearing capacity in terms of MPa, if you calculate, either divide the kPa value by 1000 or divide the MPa value of ultimate bearing capacity divided by 2.5, that means 0.12 divided by 2.5 will give you 0.05, or 47.01 divided by 1000 will give you 0.047, or which is rounded to 0.05 in 2 digits. Also, a graph is plotted using the data. Like in this graph, in the x-axis we have taken the number of blows, and in the y-axis the corresponding CBR value of the soil, so that in the field it will be a easy method to judge what will be the CBR of the soil if the n value is say 8, 9 or 10 or something like 15 up to 20. So these n values can be further increased if at all is required for a particular site, but for user perspectives, like generally we look for a CBR of maximum 40 in the field, and the soils are having a CBR in common, we are having a CBR of 40 to 50 range. So that is the reason why this sheet is being developed up to a n value of 20 only. In this particular sheet, we have plotted a graph between the number of blows versus the calculated CBR in dynamic cone penetrometer test using the equation given in IRC 37 2012. Okay. Now, what is being considered is in the x-axis we have taken number of blows per 10 centimeter penetration, because this is the data which is easily available in the field, and in the y-axis we have done the calculation. We have taken the CBR values, calculated CBR value being done as per IRC 37 2012. Now, what this graph represents is actually, if you see the, if you suppose in the field your value is 8, that means 8 number of blows you have taken to penetrate the needle through 100 millimeters or 10 centimeters, then the corresponding CBR at that particular point will be 17.2. So without any calculation, just using the graph, you can determine that this will be a quick method to identify what is my CBR value using a DCPT test in the field directly without any calculations. Similarly, if you happen to score 16 number of blows to penetrate the needle through 100 millimeters or 10 centimeters, then the corresponding CBR, the calculated CBR at that particular point will be 37.5. So this is how this graph will give you a quick response to calculate the CBR values of soil in the field. Now, to summarize, in this module we talked about the definition of the DCPT test. We also talked about how the Excel sheet is being utilized to use the equations being given in IRC 37 and ASTM or the Kleins model to calculate the CBR value or predict the CBR value of the soil at the point where the DCPT test is being conducted. Also, a handy graph is being developed in order to make sure that in the field one should not suffer in calculating the CBR by using the n value, rather than depending upon the number of blows, he can directly check what will be the CBR of that particular soil at that particular time. So in the next module we will be covering some more prediction models. Till then, thank you.